human person. He lives here. He knows what goes on.
What do you think about Pratt's unconventional
I love it.
approach?
I love it.
What is it that you love about it?
He's another Trump.
As a Democrat, are voting for Spencer Pratt.
Yes, sir.
Why is that?
I do like his approach for the homelessness. As a person who used to be homeless myself, I was rendered the services that he's talking about. I was able to change my life, 10 years sober with no alcohol and stuff like that. So his approach is really good. I do think it's fair for him to go off with the runoff with Karen Bass. This way, both of them can go ahead and prove to me why they deserve my vote. So as of today, I'm doing it, yes, because I do like his approach and I do think he deserves a fair chance. Yeah. But come November, it could be different.
Democrats are in full panic mode following Republican Mayor Spencer Pratt's landslide victory in the primary. He absolutely destroyed the competition. What's even wilder? A number of Democrats actually backed him without hesitation. More on that in a bit. But first, let's rewind to when Spencer Pratt put Bill Maher in his place about what should truly be the top priority.
This is a state that is constantly overthinking everything and overregulating everything. Trust me, I know. I did whole bits about how it took me 3 years to get the solar turned on. Solar, something they want you to have.
But now they're taxing you, I think, for having it.
They are?
I think so.
What do you mean you think so?
I think, I don't need to know about solar, Okay, I need to focus on making sure the moms are safe and the animals are not being abused. That's my party.
I know, but if you're the mayor...
the solar panels, that's going to be somebody I'm hiring. That's my deputy mayor is going to worry about the solar panels.
No, Spencer, I got bad news. If you're the mayor, you are going to have to learn some of these issues more.
Solar panels. We're about 3 years from worrying about solar panels. We need to get all the naked drug addicts off of the sidewalks, and then I can worry about solar panels.
But we can't walk and chew gum at the same time.
With the state of LA right now, the solar panels, you can spit that gum out. I love the idea of getting the drug addicts treatment and giving them job opportunities. And if we need more solar panels, personally, I think we got to investigate the LADWP, why you even need a solar panel. You pay so much money for regular electricity that we got to check why our rates are going up 10% plus every month. And we're not getting better electricity. Alkaline water is not coming out of our tap. So I'll get back to you on the solar panels, but it's a little, my totem pole is make sure people don't have home invasions every single night.
Right.
Make sure you're not losing your whole suspension because we haven't fixed a road. I'm basic. That's why I'm resonating. Common sense, basic stuff. People that are struggling to live in LA right now because it's so expensive and they're stepping in human poop, they don't care about your problem with the solar panel right now. But they may, once I get rid of the poop and I make it more affordable to live, then they may want solar panels.
I've honestly never watched Bill Maher go that silent for that stretch of time. And just to clear things up, this is a perfect example of what happens when someone who's both well-educated and grounded in reality starts talking. You pause the argument and actually pay attention. That's exactly why so many folks in LA, exhausted by the same failed rhetoric, are rallying behind Spencer Pratt. He's not just delivering lines that play well on camera, he's speaking to what people are experiencing in their daily lives.
As a Democrat, are voting for Spencer Pratt.
Yes, sir.
Why is that?
I do like his approach for the homelessness. As a person who used to be homeless myself, I was rendered the services that he's talking about. I was able to change my life, 10 years sober with no alcohol and stuff like that. So his approach is really good. I do think it's fair for him to go off with the runoff with Karen Bass. This way, both of them can go ahead and prove to me why they deserve my vote. So as of today, I'm doing it, yes, because I do like his approach and I do think he deserves a fair chance. But come November, it could be different.
Okay, it's been really interesting how many people are animated one way or another.
Nobody voted for that no more. We not voted for that. Karen tricked us. She don't get to do that twice. Now you coming here all the way to Crenshaw from the Palisades, and we all got something in common? Let's do it. That's right. Let's do it.
Here's the thing, watching his opponent, Nithya Raman, get visibly upset after the outcome made what Spencer said about her one of the most memorable TV moments in a long time. Rather than serving up the usual polished, hollow political response, he cut right to the chase. He laid out clearly why voters are turning away from leaders who preach kindness, but never solve the real issues people face on a daily basis.
In this room is fighting for in this campaign has been about building a city that's worthy of you and every child in the city.
So that woman has had, I think, almost 5 years. She's been the chair of the homeless housing department for the last 3 years. The drug addicts that are attacking moms that are naked in front of kids, that is on her and Mayor Bass. This is a woman who fought in her own district for moms that didn't want drug addicts selling drugs, being naked in front of kids, in front of the school. She's fighting them on camera, saying there's no difference between 1 foot and 500 feet to have naked drug addict encampments in front of kids. So when these people talk, you're literally listening to a lunatic.
And she's defending the police too.
She's not even going to be a conversation. We should just focus on Bass. After the debate, the betting apps, she went from 65% to, I think she's at 5%. She's so irrelevant that we should just focus on Bass.
Here's something the left-leaning press has totally brushed aside. Mayor Bass has held office for years now, yet her track record is nearly empty. From the LA wildfires down to basic city administration failures, all of it unfolded while she was in charge. Still, last night, she broadcasted a pledge to roll out fresh plans, even as residents haven't forgotten everything she left unfinished over that entire stretch.
And kids do not have to navigate tents, because in the nation's second largest city, there should never be anybody that is sleeping on our streets. We are a city that can deal with this.
So why is it that she never made a move earlier? Yet now, just as Spencer Pratt is gaining on her, she's suddenly making all these pledges. It makes no sense. And Spencer didn't mince words either. He made it crystal clear that she'd better brace herself for what's ahead, delivering a loud and clear signal that voters are done tolerating talk with no follow-through.
Are you going to debate Karen Bass again? And what do you want to tell her if she sees this?
You know, I love debating her on NBC. I look forward to a couple more on NBC and Fox. We can do debates every Friday if she would like, because it's actually became my most favorite thing to do. So yes, as many debates as Mayor Bass would like. Oh, I mean, she knows it's on. I hope she's ready, you know, because I literally could not be more excited.
This is a campaign that started because you lost your home in the Palisades fire, because your parents lost
tonight.
Well, obviously God wanted 5 more months of me exposing all the failures of our mayor. So it's going to be a fun ride. I hope she's ready.
Are you ready?
I mean, I was born for this, clearly.
And if you're still wondering why so many people have become frustrated with the leadership in Los Angeles, this clip lays it out clearly. The video highlights the growing criticism surrounding Karen Bass and the direction of the city, while also showing why Spencer Pratt's comments are gaining more attention online. For many viewers, it captures the concerns, frustration, and political tension that continue to shape the conversation around Los Angeles today.
Now, we know things are bad in L.A. when the Crips are willing to sit down and break bread with Spencer Pratt. That's how we know things are bad, okay? Karen, I don't know what Karen's going to do. Because the Crips, okay? I just saw it. I'm telling you, the Crips. Now, we know about gangs. I'm 45 years old. You guys know. Yeah, Bloods and Crips. What was that? Black Gangster Disciples, folks, all that stuff. There's a whole lot of them in California. But crime is so bad and has got out of control so bad that the Crips is tired of it. Listen, Karen, I don't know what she's gonna do. When the already bad guys is sick of this bad guy, she got to be the worst of the worst, which I told you she is. Now, I need to make a correction, because I said Karen Bass is the worst mayor in America. Brandon Johnson's right. He's right next to her. They're just the 2 worst mayors in America. But you know, it's really bad when the gangs are sick of your leadership, when the gangs said enough is enough, when the crime is so bad that the gangs are willing to sit down and talk to a conservative because the crime and sin is out of control. What y'all think? Karen Bass? I don't know what. And I saw that early voting, Republicans are doing very well in early voting in California. So keep it up, because it is a mess. And I believe Spencer Pratt, he has a plan. I trust it. I believe it. And all you can do is see if he executes it. Let's put him in there and try. Anyway,
on top of that, after Karen Bass and Gavin Newsom guaranteed that LA's reservoirs would be kept full for emergencies such as wildfires, here's the actual state they left them in, completely dry. That right there proves these officials don't keep their promises. You almost get the sense they couldn't care less if homes or properties go up in flames during the next disaster. The wildest part? It's been a year and a half like this, and absolutely nothing has improved. And instead of covering these dangerous failures and pushing for change, the mainstream media is busy obsessing over Spencer Pratt's $10 million spending, completely ignoring the real life-threatening issues plaguing the city.
Everything I ever spent money on, they act like I didn't have it. So yes, I spent all this money. I was also 22, 23 years old, was planning on being Kim Kardashian, rich and famous. So I wasn't hoarding my money like this was my one run at the game. You know, if I didn't get unplugged, which that's the game, like the Kardashians, Comcast stayed with them. Viacom said, oh, this crew's too expensive. So I wasn't wrong and I wasn't right. But that idea, again, that's my money. It wasn't tax money. So if we're going to say he spent $10 million of his own money when he's 23, this lady, Karen Bass, just spent $400 million last year of our money to house allegedly 1,400 people. If we're going to do the who spends more reckless money, and mine wasn't reckless. I had great dinners. I treated a lot of friends. Like I was supporting people. I was funding, rappers, MMA fighters. I had so many people I was taking care of with that money that you go ask them right now, buying my friends suits so they could go try to be real estate. Like I was a very good person to be friends with, with that money. I'll run it back right now. This is what's going to stop me from being mayor. Like those decisions, I would.
Hard to believe, right? Because time and again, the dishonest news media zeroes in on the same repetitive angles, trying to tear down a person's reputation rather than covering what truly affects everyday people. And here's the proof. Watch this clip where an MSNBC reporter interrupts a Spencer Pratt supporter the moment he begins telling the truth on live television. That single moment says it all. They have no interest in letting the audience hear the complete response. They'll only air the version that shields their own story.
It's a much more lively vibe and in very LA fashion. There's now a chopper flying overhead. He's having his party at a Mexican restaurant that he has loved for years. And there's some Spencer Pratt supporters here who seem in a very good mood. You guys have
Instagram, Patriot Wildcat.
You guys have probably seen the latest batch of polling that just came out. Shows him doing pretty well in second place, just 10 points behind Karen Bass. How are you feeling about that? Do you feel really confident that he's going to make it to the runoff?
Definitely. He's going to make it to the runoff. There's a lot of people who already voted for him. Their votes haven't been counted yet. They voted day of the election, old school style. So I think his numbers are going to get better.
What is it about Spencer Pratt that you just is resonating with you?
Because he's speaking out against communism and socialism, and it is a real big problem in our cities, especially in LA where it's turned to crap. It's not an accident. They're doing it by design. Karen Bass wants to destroy our city, and it's nice to see someone like Spencer Pratt.
I can simplify it because those buzzwords are like they melt the brains of like left leaning people. So let's just say it this way. He doesn't want a human feces to be a part of your life. Yeah. He doesn't want homeless children outside.
Totally. Thank you.
Outside. Oh, you didn't like that.
You
ran away. He doesn't want homeless people outside of the elementary schools having sex with their own hands in front of the children.
We appreciate you. We talked a lot about the homelessness. Thank you. All right.
Listen,
I don't appreciate you, ma'am.
I got it. Thank you for navigating that so well.
No, we can.
It's almost funny when you think about it. I can still recall when journalism meant hearing people out, no matter their viewpoint, and then delivering those facts fairly, even if you personally disagreed. You can't simply dismiss anyone who challenges the slant of your broadcast. That's not reporting. That's managing a story. True journalism is straightforward. Present the complete picture. Let audiences listen to all perspectives and trust them to make up their own minds. Just tell it like it is. Honestly, it's not that complicated.
Do you see an uphill battle in the next 5 months?
Absolutely not. I think the next 5 months I'm going to have time to build out this team to show everybody the level of Democratic supporters that I have behind me, the heavy hitters that are in this room, that are all behind me. And I think this idea that I don't represent Democrats and Republicans and independents, anyone that's just a Los Angeles citizen that wants basic quality of life, I'll be able to show that in 5 months. Right now, the media likes to say, oh, he's this. I'm not that. I'm an Angelino who said enough is enough, and I had to step up. I didn't know I'd be here tonight, but it's obviously God's plan, and I'm going to go all the way. And I'm going to show everybody that I'm their mayor.
What's truly stunning is how easy it is to grasp what this guy is saying. Spencer Pratt is fully prepared to genuinely transform LA and repair what's fallen apart. And that's no secret. Even the most stubborn left-wing commenters ranting online about this don't actually care. They'd rather see LA go up in flames a second time than admit their own political side has turned into a destructive loop of failed thinking, hollow pledges, and corruption. That's all for this one. Let me know what you think below.